this be going? I think you know. All your cards are showing from long ago. Breathe you in, hold it out, come around, and I know I'ma keep you in view. I've been waiting forever, there's nobody like you. I'm falling underwater, no more light, can't get enough. Maybe we're too young to keep this right, don't change it up. We don't need to take this too far, we're feeling it right where we are. You got me underwater, I can't get enough. I breathe you in. I breathe you in. I'm falling underwater, no more light, can't let you go.
There's no way, I'm already still burning. So hold to me close, now baby, I do what I'm told. Still learning to take my chances, to take my time, to keep on dancing, to walk that line, yeah. You got me shifting the paradigm, no longer wishing, you're my lucky strike. Love the way you ride, look into my eyes, say you're ready to go. $1,000,000 life, yeah. We could roll the dice, act like you're surprised, but you already know. Oh yeah, got lucky overnight. Jackpot when I got the invite. Let me wrap my arms around you, cause I can't go home without you. And my heart just vibe with you, babe. Wanna go sky high with you, babe. Gotta bring you close to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. Cooler than cold, I'm all in. So load up the dice, so heavy. The way that you roll, I'm falling. So I never fall, I'm ready to take my chances, to take my time, to keep on dancing, to walk that line, yeah. You got me shifting the paradigm, no longer wishing, you're my lucky strike, yeah. Love the way you ride, look into my eyes, say you're ready to go. $1,000,000 life, yeah. We could roll the dice, yeah. Act like you surprised, but you already know. You're my lucky strike, and I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike.
And we're live. Welcome to Five Star Pictures 2022 Year in Review. Thank you so much for joining us on this special occasion. And as we recap 2022 and discuss some of the special things taking place in 2023. My name is Danita Malone, and I am the executive producer for Five Star Pictures, and I'm so excited to be here with you today. Wherever you might be joining us, We're glad that you're here. If you haven't liked us on Facebook, please do so now. Also, throughout the live stream, we will be going live on Instagram and giving you a behind-the-scenes look at our year in review. So please give us a like so you can see what's happening throughout the stream. While you're watching the stream, you might as well subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please click on the bell so you don't miss any uploads. As in previous years, we've always shared some type of poem or something that is very endearing to the time and what we're dealing with. We have really admired the works of Amanda Gorman, and this year we'd like to share with you something that she penned. At times, even blessings will bleed us. There are some who lost their lives, and those who were lost from ours. Who we might now re-enter, all are someone's summoned softly. The closest we get to time travel, as our fears softening, our hurts unclenching, as we become more akin to kin, as we return to who we were before we actually were anything or anyone. That is, when we were born, unhating and unhindered, howling wetly with everything we could yet become. To travel back in time is to remember when all we knew of ourselves was love. Thanks again for turning and tuning in to 5 Star Pictures 2022 Year in Review. Go ahead, sit back, relax, put your feet up, grab a snack or a drink, and let's get to it. Now, take a look at some of the work we did last year, and I'll see you in a bit in the live stream.
To be here with you today. This is such an awesome experience, and we have so much more in store for you, so please stay tuned into the stream. But here's the thing, with this being a live stream, whatever happens, happens. So if there are any flubs, any mistakes, or anything that may go wrong, hey, you never know, and we're just gonna live with it. Last year, we added a few new services to the 5-star roster, including headshot and event photography, sermon recording, general photography, and more. If you haven't had a chance to visit the new website, go check it out. You can now see the new services we offer, past work we've done, and book us for different jobs directly through the new site. Visit 5starpictures.com and go explore. Last year, we had the chance to work with HotWorks Ellisville, and when I say it was hot, it was no joke. Get it? Because it was hot since the name was hot. Okay, I'll move on. We shot a few testimonials and also had the chance to photograph and film the grand opening as well. If you want to learn more about them, check them out on Instagram. We've also had the continued pleasure of working with Third Presbyterian Church and improving their online worship. We've assisted in the upgrade of their website, worship recording, and now their weekly service announcements. Yesterday, I had the opportunity to speak to students at the Nearings Hall Arts Career Fair, and let me be honest, it was truly a blast. Being able to listen to these students about their ambitions and their goals was truly inspiring. They also had a chance to see our new commercial reel. I hope you all are truly enjoying the live stream so far, but let me tell you, there is so much more to come, so you don't want to miss out. But for now, enjoy our 2022 commercial reel.
Our documentary, Pride, which focuses on highlighting the love within the LGBTQIA+ community, but also the differences and the troubles that we face as queer people. We met a ton of amazing people during this journey of making this documentary, and we hope that it spreads a message of both love and community to everyone. Throughout the process of making the documentary, we've seen so many different sides of the LGBTQ world. So you know what? I want to share. We plan on releasing this documentary this June during Pride Month, but I wanted to give you guys a quick look at what we're working on. So please enjoy this, and I'll see you in June.
Ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion. Just my kind of heat, keep it on repeat. Tested by the potion, loving this devotion. Live it up, live it up, live it up, sweet emotion. Every time, every night, you and I on a roll. Switch it up, switch it up, switch it up where I'm going. Stay on the fly just in time, know the right way to go. I'm on the road, it's my time, taking control of my life. I want to run the red lights, I've got to run this show. You always take me so high, you always make the highlights. I love the way we vibe, you're like a centerfold. Ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion. Just my kind of heat, keep it on repeat. Tested by the potion, loving this devotion. Ooh, that sugar. All I want is satisfaction. Make a move, baby, you got nothing to lose. Give me that, give me that, give me that good reaction. Gonna make it right, little like an offer I can't refuse. I'm on the road, it's my time, taking control of my life. I want to run the red lights, I've got to run this show. You always take me
What Pride means to me is being able to meet someone who has changed my life so amazingly, and I'm so grateful for Brian and very thankful.
Yeah, pride to me is being able to be yourself, just your true self, and be able to find your own way in the world without any prejudice.
Pride to me means being confident in who you are. Pride is just, to me, it's just a celebration of everyone, whether you're in the LGBT community or not, but especially if you're in the LGBT community. I grew up with a gay mother, so it was never really strange to me until I got into public school. And then I realized then that we really needed to do something about the stigmatisms.
And pride just means, like, to me, it's like a lot of gay people getting together and just having a good time with each other. And, you know, it's a really good atmosphere, and I'm having a lot of fun. So, yeah.
Hey everyone, I'm so glad to be joining you for 5 Stars 2022 Year in Review. As you all know, we pushed back the release date of Barreled so we have more time to edit it and make it perfect for all of you guys. You have a pen ready? Barreled will be released on Halloween this year and you do not want to miss it. We're planning something very special for the release, so stay tuned to our social media so you can join in on the fun. Now before I go, I want to share a short scene from the movie with all of you. Enjoy, and I'll see you on Halloween.
Come on in, please, please, please. Make yourself at home. You can set your things down, take your jacket off if you like. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. And you can set that down too. You won't be needing it in here.
Uh-huh.
So tell me, what's your family? Are they around or?
Never really had one.
Oh, okay.
What about you?
Me?
Family no longer around?
Well, it's kind of a complicated relationship. And, but you know, as the good Lord does say, blessed are the innocent.
Right. Blessed are the innocent.
That's right. Oh, come on in, have a seat, sit down, feel free to make yourself at home.
Thanks.
You're welcome. This will just take a few.
Smells delicious.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it's one of my favorites. Were you outside very long today?
Okay. Long time.
Oh, goodness, you must be starved. Well, don't you worry. I've got a good meal right here for you.
Smells great.
Shall we say grace?
What?
Dear Heavenly Father, we want to offer our thanks for this food, but as well as the many blessings that you bestow upon us. And I thank you for sending me one of your children. What is your name?
Emmett.
Emmett
Emmett Thompson.
Thompson. Emmett Thompson. Oh, little Emmett Thompson.
What's the matter, Pam?
Oh, Emmett.
Cat got your tongue?
Oh, Emmett.
Or are you stricken with surprise to realize who I fucking am?
Emmett.
When everything shut down due to COVID in 2020, the majority of religious organizations were unaware of how to get their weekly messages out. Some churches were able to pivot to online services and others scrambled and did the best with what they had. During that time, we have helped numerous religious organizations pivot with their online format, and we continue to do so. Our religious services range from sermon recording to worship and band recording, even to service announcements. We understand that every church is different, and we're here to work with you to make sure that you have the best possible product for your church members. Now, hypothetically, let's say one weekend your host for that service is out sick, and you don't have anyone that is available or comfortable being on stage and talking to your members. That's where we come into play with our service announcements. Take a look at this. Our website and sign up for weekly service announcements. When it comes to service announcements, we're here to spread the word of what's happening around your church to your members. We can write the script and use your members to deliver your message, or we can provide the talent. Visit 5starpictures.com/service announcements to learn more. Now, I want to pivot for a moment. When it comes to acting and going out on auditions, you have to have a headshot. That's something that we provide as well. If you would like to book us for your headshot session or for event photography, please visit 5starpictures.com/photography. Now, here's Kellen with an update about September.
Hi everyone, I'm Kellen Green and I'm playing September Wagner in September. I'm sorry I can't join you, but I've got some exciting news to share. Let me begin by saying that this project means so much to me. I suffer from anxiety and depression, so being able to represent it on screen is very important to me. As someone who has also contemplated suicide, a lot of what was written throughout the project, it's very close to home. It makes it have a natural flow. I just want people to know that it's okay to ask for help and that you're not alone. Despite the pandemic shutting down the world in June of 2020, the casting crew worked really hard to pull this project together. So I'm excited to announce that we will be releasing September on Saturday, September 10th, with a special premiere and Q&A. More information on the screening and how to purchase tickets will be released very soon. In honor of the releasing of the film on Saturday, September 10th, I'd like to share with you one of my favorite scenes between me and my on-screen dad. I hope you enjoy.
Dad, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm here. It's okay. Here, buddy.
It hasn't been the same without you.
I'm always with you, Tim. Never forget that. Okay? Come on. Can't forget to breathe. It's gonna be okay.
Nothing's been the same since.
Hey, do you remember when you were little? Before I got sick? Before I went to the hospital, you came walking into my room, dragging that old teddy bear, and I pulled you up on the bed, and I gave you this necklace. Remember what I told you? Wherever it goes, I go. I'm always with you, Tim. Through your good times, through your bad times. It even means the times with your mom. You need to go see her.
She's done nothing but hurt us.
I know you're hurting, Tim. I can see that. What if she needs your help? Have you considered that?
No.
No buts. I want you to go see her. See, I think you helping her is gonna help you with your anxiety.
What if she just makes it worse?
I'll be with you. I love you, Tim.
Hey everyone, my name's Jesse and I'm a writer for the new project that 5 Star Pictures is currently in production on, titled No Soliciting. It's a comedy, drama, dark humor film that tells the story of someone who's going through a tough time and just about on the verge of giving up, but keeps getting random calls from solicitors. I know we've all been there, or have our low days and whatnot, but I'm really hoping that everyone will enjoy this film. And we're currently in the process of casting 3 roles for the film. And if you're interested in joining the project, please visit 5starpictures.com/casting, or you can email us your headshot or resume. And if you do email us, please put no soliciting -short film in the subject line. We're open to any gender for the roles as long as you're 18 or older, so please don't hesitate to email us. Now, last year, I was part of A for Effort, And after we finished shooting that project, David spoke to me about another project that he really wanted to do called October 11th. And I could tell he was very passionate about the story, so over the past 9 months, the script was reworked, and as you know, casting for the project happened not too long ago, but I'll let David go into more details about Five Star Pictures' next project, October 11th.
So I am here with the amazing cast of our newest project, October 11th, and introducing them all. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves, or do you want me to introduce you?
Sure.
If you want to introduce yourselves and let everyone know what character you play, and we'll go from there.
Sure. My name is Abram Cutshall. I'm playing Kieran.
My name is Ayo Akiyoko, and I'm playing Jonas.
My name is Joy Ross, and I am playing Sasha.
And my name is Ethan Lutchins. I'm playing Ezra.
I love them so much. So, as Jesse said, I've been working on this project for about the past 9 months, rewriting the script, getting it as perfect as possible. I've never done 8 drafts of a script ever. So, with this project, it definitely meant a lot to me and being able to cast the first 4 of this project. Technically there's 5, but so the woman on the train has also been cast as well. So you all know who that is, but you guys don't know yet. But October 11th tells the story about 2 young men who make the decision of coming out to their families on National Coming Out Day, which is
October 11th.
There you go. So with that, I want to know, guys, what attracted you guys to the project? I think, Abram, you have a more interesting story than kind of everyone else.
Oh, of what brought me to the project?
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the way I got involved with the project actually was because David had reached out to me because I had auditioned for him in the past for a different project that they were doing, and schedules just didn't work out. I wasn't right for the part. I can't remember exactly what happened. But something like that. It just happened, like things do. And then almost a year later, you just reached out to me asking me to submit for this project. And you sent me a copy of the script, and I loved it. I loved the fact that it was centered around 2 young men deciding to like come out to their families. I love that it's like a mixed race couple. I think that's really important to be bringing that to the table. So there's just a lot that like drew me to this project, and I'm really happy to be working on it.
Yeah. Let's kind of just go down Io, same.
Yeah. So I think I got brought on in a similarly, unexpected way. I think we had met in passing while I was filming something else.
Yeah.
And then I found out
very briefly.
Very briefly.
It was like, oh hey, how's it going? Oh,
Good morning.
have a nice night.
Yeah. Or whatever.
Right.
And so after that, we started to have conversations over email, and one of the first things that attracted me was the fact that this was one of the first times that I was able to read an entire script so early on in the audition process. And so it gave me a very, very whole sense of who the character was in a way that I normally wouldn't have. And I also enjoyed how full of heart the story was. I think that even knowing exactly what the story was about and knowing that it was centered around the coming out date and everything going on with his family, knowing all of that was not enough to detract from how heartwarming it was reading the script. So I really enjoyed that, and I enjoyed the characters, and I enjoy seeing like characters that have relationships that feel real and lighthearted. So,
So Joy, your story is more actor based.
Yeah, I just found you on stlauditions.com and was like, well, I remember reading about just like it was about a coming out story, and I was like, this is something that I would love to like be a part of and help tell that story. And then getting to know Sasha more, I feel like I love her and I resonate with her so much. Being like the youngest of 5, I like know how important it is to stand up for my siblings, and I always will, and I love that she's the same way, and I love this story, and she's very spunky, and yeah, she stands up for what she believes in.
Yeah, so Ethan, yours is a little different from everyone else.
It's a little different. I mean, you kind of reached out to me a little bit. You said through a mutual friend, and said that you were interested in working with me for the project, and gave me some details about it. And the more I found out about my character Ezra, I really thought that I could play the character, because I'm probably the least experienced actor on this panel, I would say. But a lot of the similar character aspects of Ezra I can identify with very heavily. I don't want to go too into detail, but just some of the same struggles and same mannerisms, I would say, and just who he is. I can really identify with that, and I thought that it would be a good fit for me.
Now, you had not originally auditioned for Ezra.
Right. Yes, I originally was thinking about the role of Kieran, but then after talking about it, and I think we landed in a good space. I think that Ezra is probably the right character for me, and probably vice versa. I would say you agree for Kieran.
And you made a comment about saying that you were the least experienced actor per se in this so far, because you mostly focus on modeling. But the biggest thing is, even with little experience, you can still blow people away, because it's that raw talent. And for me, being able to see something is more than nothing. And if I see a glimmer, like a sliver, it's like, I can work with that. And that's what I'm gonna do. But my biggest thing is asking all of you, how do you identify with your characters? Because you all have had a chance to read the script, and we've talked about it. And Ayo, as you said, it's like with most projects, you don't get the script beforehand. Mm-hmm. And I knew when it came to this project that I needed to send the script out and to be able to find the right people. Because when you just send out scenes here, scenes there, people get a feel for it, but if you're really wanting to pull someone on, as a writer, you kind of just have to say, all right, I'm gonna suck it up and hope no one steals this and send it. And we have the right 4 here, I'll say that much. But what attracted you guys to the character, and how do you embody, how do you see yourself in that character?
I don't know. I think for Kieran, that's really hard. He speaks his heart a lot throughout the script, but there are also moments that I can definitely see that he's thought 15 different things before he decided to say this one thing. And personally, that really resonates as someone who's a textbook overthinker and just thinks about the same thing and the multiple different scenarios it could have. I guess in a way to prepare myself for it. And I see Kieran doing that too, as it's leading up to this coming out day when he and Jonas are going to tell their parents. There's even parts where he talks about haven't you thought about how this could turn out? And it's just so obvious that that's a large part of where his brain power is going for a while. And I approach problems the same way a lot of times. So I really connected with him in that sense.
Okay. I guess we're going in order. But you can do whatever. I'm not stopping you.
Yeah. I don't know. I think with Jonas, there's obviously so much more that I will learn about the character as we go further into the film. But I've seen glimpses of parts of him that I think I resonate with. Number one, I can tell you feel the same way, is that he's very layered in a sense where I've seen moments of him being extremely calm and reasonable, and I see moments of him having to have, or feeling like he has no choice but to speak his mind and kind of stand his ground either for him and his partner with his family. To the former point, you know, the experience of being reasonable and level-headed at the surface, even when it's very much not the case underneath, I'm very familiar with. And I'm also, I don't know how, I think one piece that I want to see how he interacts with his family and what his like history and background is, whether he's had anger issues and all that kind of stuff. But I know I also resonate with the idea of at least trying, to whatever degree, to associate, to think of yourself as a good kid, as a, you know, golden child, and the ramifications that has, good and bad. So yeah, there's so much, but those are the few things that I think stand out for me.
Yeah, I mean, I know I spoke on it a little bit ago, but really just like her relationship with her brother and how like she'll tease him and she is spunky and sarcastic and witty, but like she also will do anything for him. And like is very loyal to her family, and just honestly she kind of inspires me to be more bold and like to stand up even when it's uncomfortable and even whenever it's against your own parents and stuff like that. She's just, yeah, she's very brave. Yeah.
So yeah, I mentioned earlier that like there are definitely some aspects of Ezra that I can relate to, namely with the substance abuse that the character experiences. That's been a theme not just throughout my life, but throughout my family's lives as well. So that's something I can definitely tap into, and I can definitely bring that sort of, I guess, like dark cloud of energy above you, you know? That's kind of what a lot of addicts would say it's like. It's like a dark cloud of you. But there's also some aspects of my character Ezra that I don't necessarily relate to. Like, so for instance, he's very like easy to talk to, very lighthearted, and I find that I try to be the same way. Like sometimes I try to stray away from the more serious conversations, focus on something lighthearted. But that's something I do relate to. But like, for instance, something I don't is perhaps like just how loyal he is as a friend to, like, you know, a couple of his friends who are going through something very difficult. And you know, it's something I could wish I could aspire to, you know, in my character.
So I want to know, what are you guys most excited for when it comes to this project? And I'm going to pause you, Abram. Let's start with someone else.
Someone else. Please, don't start me.
Let's go with Joy. I'm just going to calling you out.
Honestly, I'm just really excited to work with you guys more, meeting you guys today. I feel the chemistry between us to be like brother and sister too, and I'm just excited to like see it all come together and to really start working with you guys. And especially because this is just such an important story to tell, that I'm just proud to be a part of it and really, really excited to start seeing that come together. Yeah.
I
second that feeling.
I can push pause and move to Ethan.
That's okay. So similar to what she said, I mentioned earlier, like enjoying like the realistic feeling dynamics between a group of characters. I'm really interested in seeing some. Obviously, a bulk of the, you know, I like all the intimacy and everything else, but I really enjoy the scenes where all four interact, whether indirectly or otherwise. I'm also really interested to see some of the things that are maybe a little more implicit. So like understanding more about Jonas's family, like who they are, where he came from, some of his background, and then like I'm always just fascinated because of, you know, the kind of acting that we're doing. Like I'm always fascinated by being involved in these really granular like pieces of it, and then seeing the whole thing come to fruition at the end in a more thematic way. So yeah.
All right, now we're going to go to Ethan, because for some reason Ethan keeps talking last.
It's all good. It gives me time to think about what I'm going to say. So I appreciate you taking that one for the team. But yeah, I think just the thing that I'm the most excited about is just, you know, getting in front of the camera and like just, you know, feeling it out, just seeing what works and what doesn't, and yeah, just really I don't know, having a good time and, you know, trying to make something seem real, make it feel real for all of us involved. So that's what I want to do.
All right, last but not least.
I'd say I'm excited to get to work with everyone as well and like continue to get to know people. But I'm also just like excited to be working on a set again. It's always like such an exciting energy and like always reminds me why I do acting and like what I love about it. And it's just like this team effort to create one product. Like Io said, seeing all these individual pieces like finally come together to create like this one big thing is really, really cool.
So I want to ask, and also if anyone who's watching has questions, please comment, let us know. I want to know, all of you have kind of spoken about when it comes to this project that you were drawn into it from like personal experiences, and you identify with some things, you don't identify with all things. But I want to know from a actor's perspective, for some people who, let's just say, are interested in acting, and with that, how do you try to perceive and connect with a character when you don't fully have that connection? So let's say the character has depression and you are not, or you don't have depression. How do you like step into those shoes? You can connect with everything else with the character, but this. So what, as an actor, how would you do that? And with this role, because there are aspects in all of your characters that you don't connect with.
Yeah.
So with those parts, how do you plan on connecting them? I know that was a deep question.
Yeah,
It was.
that's a good one.
Well, I'll let y'all ponder, because as they ponder, we are still currently casting for October 11th. We are casting the families of these 3 beautiful humans. Not saying you aren't beautiful, Ethan, but you're the family of this project.
Yeah.
Friendly friend.
But we are currently casting for the families of Kieran and Sasha and Jonas. If you are interested, please email us at team@fivestarpictures.com. We would love for you to audition for the project. You can also go to fivestarpictures.com/casting and you can submit there as well. So on your screen right now, you should be able to see the graphic showing you who we are currently looking for. If you match those descriptions, or you're looking at the video and you're like, that looks like my kid, or I look like I could be related to them, please email us. We would love to have you guys be a part of the project. All right, was that enough time to ponder?
Yes.
Okay. It was a nice pivot.
Yeah. I guess I can start. So I think one thing, like in the few years that I've been acting, like one thing that I've learned is like merging the brain that I use outside of acting with what's required inside it. And so what that really means for me is like feeling comfort, like creating comfort by doing all of the necessary background and like creating a full character, even the things that don't seem relevant, you know, kind of music, but like who they talk to when they were kids, how they lived and all that kind of stuff. And then being able to let that go the moment that I need to be in the moment. Like doing all that work allows me to feel comfortable enough to, you know, let the reins go. Now there are aspects of the character that feel a little more disconnected than usual. All that really means is that the former part of that process is just more laborious. Like it's just more detail and more research and more questions. And I anticipate that looking different depending on what the character trait or the experience or whatever is. And I'm also at a point in life where I'm also just open to the idea of things on how, like sometimes I don't know how it's going to play out, to a degree. So yeah, I'm going to pause there.
Anyone else has the floor?
I would say like, again, you know, I'm not the most experienced here for sure. Like, but you know, something that I think would really be beneficial and something that I feel like I would practice in this would be just like, you know, really trying to have like a deep empathy and like just kind of understand like any situation and be able to like kind of put yourself in their shoes. But you know, I mean, I guess it's easier said than done, but you know, the empathy is like there. You just gotta like tap into it and kind of just like really, I don't know, just lose yourself a little bit. Kind of just really like picture this other person that you have in your head and what they're going through.
Yeah. I was actually about to say like literally exactly that, like empathy and having like a deep understanding for all people, and even for people who you don't like resonate with and can't quite understand, just finding that understanding and doing that research really helps me. And also I hear sometimes people say like don't judge your characters, but also I've found that you should judge your characters, but you should always judge them to be good. Even if, you know, they have like a political belief that you don't have, you know, like why do they have that? And really understanding them and having that empathy for them. Yeah.
Again, last but not least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of agreeing with what everyone else says. Like, if there's something about my character I like really don't understand, that just means I need to spend more time with it, like researching and figuring out like the connections in my life, no matter how small, that can like draw me to that, and like figuring out like what the circumstances have to be to make that thing true, because like it can make it easier to act if like you are imagining these circumstances around you that force this thing, whether it's depression or anxiety or whatnot. It can be easier to believe in those circumstances than to just say, okay, I'm depressed or I'm anxious now. That can be really hard as an actor, but like focusing on the external things that might bring about this reaction can be really helpful for me as an actor.
Okay. So I know Abram and Io, you guys have already previously met, but you guys just met Joy and Ethan today. I think I showed you did I show you pictures of both? Or just
Ethan. I almost called him Ezra. Ethan.
Hey,
Nice.
There you go.
That's good.
We're getting there.
Well, yeah, we're taking steps already, dude. Let's
go. I think the four of you guys are great, and there's already, I can see and feel the chemistry between all four of you. I'm looking forward to the scene 4. When Sasha's sassy uses her customer service voice.
I love that.
Because I think the four of you guys together in the scene is powerful. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. But
no pressure.
Before these four wonderful humans get out of here, they don't know this, but we have a video to show you guys of all of their auditions. The plot thickens.
Oh man.
So
y'all
Lord,
get to
help
see
me right now,
this
Jesus.
And see why I chose them, because I think that they can embody these four characters extremely well. They personal beliefs and have had families and different things that correlate to the story that I think they can delve and tap into very well. So with that, and further ado, before we get out of here and show everyone all of your auditions, Io's is the longest at 10 minutes. No, I'm kidding. I'm so kidding.
I fully believed you and I was ready to try.
No, none of your videos are 10 minutes long, thankfully.
Okay.
But I just want to say thank you guys for being a part of this project. I am excited for us to shoot it later this year. So guys, just stay prepared, stay alert to social media, because you never know what might be happening with these four over the next few months. But please watch their auditions and enjoy, and we will see you guys very soon.
I'm not gonna say anything. It's not my business. So whenever you're ready to tell me, that's when you're ready. I don't know what you might be going through, and hopefully, one day, I can understand, like, a small part of it, but I love you both, no matter what.
Just stop.
Jonas, what?
No, okay, because none of you understand. Okay, we didn't make this decision. We were born this way, and nothing is going to change that. Okay, Dad, you said something to me the night we came out, and it's been on my mind ever since. Okay, you said that I was gay because I watched too much TV.
Someone got laid.
Huh?
You had sex last night. I've never heard you whistle. Ever.
I can't be in a good mood?
People are only in this good of a mood after they... I knew it!
Shh, okay, just keep your voice down.
What the hell? He's not making this up. You're just homophobic. Jonas and Kieran are the two most important people in my life, and I'm not going to let you tear them down like that. Jonas, you've always been a brother to me, okay? And I will always love you. Trust me, I will do my best to help them.
Can you believe that lady? The right-wing agenda is by the gays, and what the hell was that about Lady Gaga? It is the 21st century. No one even uses that word anymore. That lady on the train, Jonas, she's the reason why I'm scared.
From a young age, we were both told that being gay was wrong. Hey, but you and I know we were born this way. And nothing will change that. We will always have you by your side. To protect you, to make you smile, to love you, and to love you. What a reaction.
Since 2018, we have participated in the 48-hour film project. And some of you may wonder, what in the world is the 48-hour film project? Well, it's a global competition that takes place throughout the year where you make a film from start to finish in, you guessed it, 48 hours. The only things that we can do before the kickoff of the 48-hour project is casting, putting together the crew, costumes, and locations. Writing, filming, and editing all take place within the 48-hour time window. Every year, we've participated in this, and it's been a blast. Tiring, but we definitely look forward to the 48-hour film project for this year. If you would like to join our team either by being a crew member or being a part of the cast, please email us at team@fivestarpictures.com, subject line 48-hour film project. Last year's project, Juniper, starred Trina Slater and Matthew Best. And out of all of the projects we've done, this was probably the one we had the most fun with. Letting these two actors improv and just work it out. In this film, oh my goodness, it was very well, and it went along in a tired days, we were, but it was exciting to watch on screen. Take a look at some of the fun we had, not only on Jupiter, but from the other times we've participated in the 48-hour projects. We'll see you later this year. Just make sure you get some sleep beforehand.
Year in Review live stream. So I know we had to push our time back, but it was just for us to be able to make sure that everything was working and that we could put on a good live stream for you. And with that, we put in a lot of hard work, not only today, but this week as we prepared for the stream. None of this today would have been possible without Ashley Brown, our director, Nathaniel Eck, our assistant director and live stream switcher, and Paul Roach, our sound engineer. Without them, this would not be possible right now. But I definitely have to thank the rest of our crew. Speaking of crew, guys, just come on out. Just come on out. Don't be slow about it. Just come out here. That also includes you. Yes, you. No, leave it. Yeah, like over here. Like, it wasn't just me that did this. It took a village. Because it wasn't just Tristan. That includes Jake. That includes Angie. That includes Jesse. That includes Trina. That includes all of you. Michael's just like, all right, set it on the floor. Now, the only two people that can't be here, like in front of the camera, are Nathaniel and Ashley, because they're still controlling everything and oh, hello. Okay, making sure everything is working. But I definitely have to thank all of our crew: Tristan Shannon, Austin Glazer, so close. Our Steadicam operator, Michael Dahl, Julie Clayton, our intern, and our social media guru, Trina Slater. Where is Trina? Oh, there you are. I was like, where did you go? But we definitely wouldn't have been able to do any of this without our executive producer, Danita Malone. Michael, you want to aim that way for a second? So there she is. So we would not have been able to do any of this. But we also want to thank our venue for today, Adler 1879, for hosting us. It is such a eclectic space, and I know I haven't been the only one who has explored. I know some of these wonderful people have walked around and looked at things, but you guys have seen almost every inch of this space, and it truly is amazing. So please check them out, book the space for your next event. So as you guys have seen, 2022 was a fun and exciting year for us, but I can definitely tell you with 2023 right now, today's what, the 28th? It's going to blow 2022 out of the water, and I am so excited for everything that we have going on. And guys, I truly hope that you will be along for the ride. So stay tuned to all of our social media so you don't miss anything, as we have a lot of amazing things happening throughout the year. So we've been doing our year in review since 2017, where when we first started, it was just me, someone else on my phone at St. Louis Mills Mall, and now look at how far we've come. We're moving on up. So with that, next year is going to be even better. Now, before we get out of here, once again, I want to say thank you for joining us throughout the stream and for just being a part of this wonderful experience as a first-time live stream for 5-Star. Now, at the end of every shoot, there is a phrase that we say all together.
That's
So that's a wrap. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Have a good night.
Did anyone know it?
I was like, all together.